we live in today, unfortunately, is filled with extreme violence. Whether it is terrorism, mothers killing their own children, or someone committing a random act of extreme violence, our lives are constantly consumed with the constant reminder that it could happen to you or anyone of your loved ones. And what if it did? If someone has senselessly killed one of your loved ones, wouldn't you want to seek justice and make the perpetrator pay for his crime? Society as a whole has to make a point that this behavior will absolutely not be tolerated. Even though it's thought to be cruel and unusual punishment, the death penalty is needed to reduce crime, because statistics show that in states where the death penalty is allowed, violent crime has dropped significantly. My name is Dan, and I will explain why the death penalty is needed to deter these extremely violent acts. From our country's early beginnings, the death penalty has had a major role in how extremely violent criminals are treated. The first recorded use of the death penalty was British influence and took place in the early 1600s in the New Colonies. Laws regarding the death penalty in those early times varied from colony to colony. During the year 1600 in Virginia, for example, you could receive the death penalty for minor crimes such as stealing grapes, killing chickens, or even trading with Indians. Over the years, there have been many changes in the death penalty laws. Thomas Jefferson, for example, was the first to propose a bill that the death penalty would only be used for crimes of murder and or treason. In the early 1800s, many states reduced their number of capital punishments and built jails to house these violent criminals. Lawmakers felt at the time that sitting in jail for the rest of your life and reflecting on the pain you have caused was actually worse than actually receiving the death penalty itself. The capital punishment laws are a hot topic that has been debated on and will be debated on for time to come throughout our history. The death penalty is a great tool to use to fight and deter extremely violent criminals from committing these violent heinous acts. If a violent criminal knows he might be put to death, he will definitely think twice before he commits his crime. It has been statistically proven that the death penalty causes a dramatic drop in violent crime. Usage of capital punishment saves lives, and having the death penalty as a deterrent brings back confidence in the judicial system for our average everyday citizen. Various methods of execution have been used throughout our history as a deterrent. Examples of hanging, firing squad, and electrocution were used to deliver a final judgment on the criminal. Cyanide gas and lethal injection were introduced as a main way to perform an execution. These executions have varied throughout the years from crude to now more current and humane methods. Many people feel it's against God's will to take someone's life from them, even if the person is perpetrated a heinous act. There are many states in this country that do not use the death penalty on violent criminals. People feel it does not make sense economically to deal with the cost of fully prosecuting a death penalty case. And most people, it does actually cost more money. It costs us more money to try somebody in a death penalty case than it does for putting them in prison for life. The issue of capital punishment has and always will be a hotly debated topic in this country. In conclusion, from the early days to the present time, the death penalty has been an effective way to rid the public of extremely violent people. The debate on capital punishment sometimes finds its way into politics. We as a people must let our constituents know that the death penalty must always remain an option. We live in crazy times, and having the death penalty as a deterrent has and always will be in the back of the mind of these people before they commit these heinous acts. If we had to know how many family people how many family members have been saved because of this law? Maybe everyone would be in favor of it. Just think about it, people. If Osama bin Laden was ever caught, do you think he deserves death